What's good, YouTube? Dorsey May Gamer here, and y'all, I was going to do a video, and it was going the negative route. It was going the negative route, but I've been too stressed here lately. I need some positivity. So, what I was going to talk about, kind of how we're programmed in a sense to buy Madden, and that EA really isn't going to change anything. However, I'm not going to go that route. I want to talk about something positive. And something a lot of people are not really talking about, and that's Madden 18 on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Because I have a PlayStation 4 Pro, and people, are raving about Madden and how it looks on the Xbox One X. And I was watching Sports Gamer Online's interview with Rex Dixon. Shout out to Lonnie. Lonnie sent that to me on Twitter. And Rex pointed out something very interesting. He said, this is what it looks like on the Xbox One X. But he also stated that it would look like that on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Only reason they're not talking about the PlayStation 4 Pro is because EA has a partnership with Microsoft. And part of that is to push the game on Microsoft, on the Xbox. So for those of us who have the PlayStation 4 Pro, you're going to get that same graphic fidelity. I know what people are going to say, the Xbox One X does native 4K. The PlayStation 4 Pro does too. Now, is it going to read 4K off of the disc? No. Is the Xbox One X? No. They're not going to make a 4K Madden disc, because if they do, it's not going to read it on the Xbox One and the Xbox One S. You see what I'm saying? So, but the PlayStation does 4K. It does checkerboard rendering, which you can't tell the difference. You're not going to be able to tell the difference. That's the truth. When they do patch updates, they can render those graphics in 4K, native 4K, Netflix, YouTube, all of that stuff. So, and so what it boils down to is if you have a PlayStation 4 Pro, the gameplay that they're leaking is on that. Now, will the graphics differ on the PlayStation 4 and the regular Xbox One? I don't know. That's a very interesting question, because everything that they had been showing was on the PlayStation 4. I mean, on the Xbox One X. As far as graphics, people were talking about they didn't see a big difference in the player models on the Xbox. I mean, this was before they played it on the Xbox One X. However, here recently, I haven't been hearing anybody talk about it, but seeing the video, there is a pretty big difference. Well, not a big difference, but there's a noticeable difference in the player models, which I didn't think the player models would change. But I did say that with the Frostbite engine, with the shading and lighting and stuff like that, that it would give a different resemblance to the player models. Also, Rex talked about, gosh, I lost my train of thought, y'all. The Frostbite engine. Remember what I told y'all? The first time the Frostbite comes out, the game is going to look okay. But the longer that they have and the longer they're able to work with it, the more we're going to see graphical improvements. And Rex said that in his interview with Sports Gamers Online, that, the longer that they have the Frostbite, it's going to look better and better, because they're going to improve. They're going to get to improve on the graphics and things like that. So don't be alarmed if Madden does, because like I told y'all in the previous video, look at Madden 25 and Madden 17. The graphics are different, Madden 25, the only thing seems like upgraded was the field graphics. That was it. But as we went on, you've seen a noticeable difference between the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4. So we already know that the stadiums and stuff like that are going to look awesome. In future Maddens, expect to see better player models. And I think eventually we'll get to the point where we have that full sideline that we see on Sundays, and the players on the sidelines having the correct number and jersey and actually looking like real players, things of that nature. And those are small things. I think really when it boils down to it, them fixing the gameplay was a step in the right direction. And I have to applaud them for that, because fixing the game, what would it matter if we got all the stuff that we wanted in Madden and the gameplay was still trash? We would still sit here and we would still complain about it and still be upset. And like I said, the fact that they fixed the gameplay, you're going to feel that difference. The game is going to play different, and it gives the game the depth that I wanted in franchise mode. So, because like I said, in simulation mode, stats finally matters. So if a guy is strong, he's going to be strong. If he's agility is high, he's going to be. Stats matter. And I know people are saying, well, they said that before, but da 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 da. I think they really fixed that now. Stats really matter in simulation mode. And I'm excited about that because now I'm truly going to pay attention to the attributes of my players in free agency and in the draft and things like that. Those things now have credibility, whereas in 17 they didn't because stats didn't really matter. I mean, like I said, I could have Michael Vick. Y'all seen me on the franchise live stream. Michael Vick, I got his speed at 99, his sixth rate is 99, and you can't tell. You see what I'm saying? But now, and this is what I wonder too, with the quarterback's throwing power, are we going to notice? Matter of fact, I need to, where my phone at? I think I left my phone in the car, y'all. But anyway, I'm going to get my phone and I'm going to text. I'm going to tweet Rex and ask him, is there a noticeable difference in the ball when a quarterback has a high throwing power? Or, is it noticeable when you have a quarterback with a strong arm? Because that would be interesting to me. The throwing motion of the quarterbacks look very fluid. Everything looks fluid. And like I said, with the gameplay being improved, we're going to see a lot of cool things in the game. I think a lot of people are going to be happy. That initial shock that they didn't add anything to franchise mode, I think that goes away, especially when you start playing single player connected franchise like myself with a cornerback. Finally having the ability to jam my receiver, bump him inside, outside, whatever the case may be, play in his hip pocket. Like it's going to push me to get my player on point, in that man coverage and press and stuff like that. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. And like I said, just by them fixing the gameplay, it adds that much more depth to the game. It adds that much more immersion and fun to the game. And so really the biggest thing that they could have done for us, they did do for us. And that was adding arcade, simulation, and competitive. Now, Tater God, I was watching his latest video and he talked about, it was a play where the middle linebacker was just sitting there looking at the quarterback. Tater God felt like he should have been buzzing his feet, blase, blase. I don't think he knows football. If you look at the top of the corner, top left corner of the screen, it says sim mode. So, as far even with Jonathan Stewart being the running back blocking, y'all in sim mode, stats, attributes, I think are really going to matter. If your running back sucks at pass block and his awareness is low, you're going to tell he's going to miss blocks. He's not going to run through the right lanes. He's going to, mess up on plays. And I don't think that we're getting that. And like I said, having a day off from any YouTube stuff has kind of gotten my mind to settle on that. We're not looking at the bigger picture. While, yeah, I'm still upset they didn't show gameplay. I want to see gameplay. I want to see it from EA. I don't want to see it from, somebody else. I mean, we're going to anyway. We forced to, but oh well. But with the gameplay fix, I really, at the end of the day, aside from all the negative stuff, at the end of the day, I really feel like we're going to be happy with what we have as far as gameplay. One thing that I really like about it is, like Rick said, with competitive, if they say, hey, this needs to be tuned, the wide receivers are dropping too many passes, they can tune it for competitive and it won't affect simulation. I like this, and I really feel like other games could take away from this. Destiny, Bungie, are you listening? Gosh, because like I said, like, for instance, in Destiny, you got PvP and you got PvE. PvP ruined the game for the PvE players because they complained about, oh, the Mytho class, oh, this gun is too OP, it's OP this, it's OP that. And Bungie, instead of just nerfing it for PvP, they nerfed the entire gun even for PvE, and it sucked. So that's that, man. So hang on, y'all. All right, I did have my phone. All right, my bad, y'all. So, and look, I don't care about all that pause and making the video nice. This is live. Y'all get it raw. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it was when y'all subscribed to the channel. But with that being said, I feel like it's gonna be good. I'm excited to play single player mode. I'm playing cornerback. Y'all know what it is. One thing that I kind of wish that they would have added to Madden that I would like to look forward to is like in connected franchise, say if I'm playing, I guess it's essentially a team play thing. Like if I'm playing cornerback for Washington, that's the GOAT squad. That's the GOAT's team, Washington Redskins. You play cornerback for them. You know, if he was playing safety for that in a connected franchise, that we could actually play together on the same team in the same game. But on my screen, I'm seeing my position, and on his screen, he's seeing his position type of thing. I think that would be really cool. I think that would be really, really cool. And eventually, you know, especially with these more powerful consoles, you get up to the point where you could have 11 guys controlling 11 different players on the field. I think that would be straight, man. That would be real cool. That would be real cool. My biggest concern with career mode or the single player connected franchise mode is the camera angles, though. You know, I want to know, do they have better camera angles on the defense? And with the mechanics that they added to the game, I would be hard pressed to find out that they didn't change those camera angles, because it's going to be kind of hard to push your receiver inside or outside or really follow them on the route the way that the game allows you to without a different camera angle. So that's another question that I'm trying to tweet to Rex and trying to get a reply on, is did they improve the camera angles in a single player connected franchise for the defense? So y'all, I'm fighting to get these answers for y'all. I hadn't, you know, there's no new information because everything's been put out until gameplay is released. Like I said, we already know franchise mode didn't get anything different aside from the draft boards, which benefits the online community. But other than that, it's going to be the same thing. Only difference is it's really going to matter. I think, you know, we finally, I feel like, getting the game that we had been promised, aside from the live worlds, which that should be coming down the pipe. And we get players' stats that matter, man. And like, that's, to me, that's the biggest thing. The attributes matter. In simulation mode, that's awesome because, like I said, if I got a top-notch cornerback, I want to feel like he's a top-notch cornerback. You see what I'm saying? Same thing for the offensive line, defensive line, and stuff like that. Because, y'all, I've even created a defensive end, put all of his stuff on 99. He wasn't dominant. He wasn't dominant. It did not feel, it felt just like any other defensive end. So, you know, that right there shows you that attributes don't really matter. They say that size matters, you know, and stuff like that. But I've had we've talked about it in a live stream where you have a cornerback that just knocks the lights out of a big running back. It's like, come on, man, really? But Rex did allude to that also. He said that a cornerback is not going to be able to hit stick a trucking style running back. He's going to have to hit him down low. And I like that because that's realistic to football. Richard Sherman ain't going to come up and try to hit stick Marshawn Lynch. It ain't going to happen. Cam probably would. But the cornerbacks in the league, they ain't going for it. They're going down low. And I like that. I like that. Stats and attributes finally matter. So it's going to affect how you play the game. Also, with the coach adjustments, I like that too, because sometimes I want my defense to, hey, go for the big hitter, go for the fumbler, you know, try to get the jump on the line and stuff like that. So you're going to be paying more attention to game planning, pay more attention to how the game is being played as well. So all in all, I'm excited for Madden 18. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Sorry I've been away, y'all, but we back. So let's get this thing done. Till next time, y'all. And